Hello, everybody.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Sorry.
It's late, guys. I'm so sorry.
So the last episode you guys saw, or everybody saw, was just that my wife got her test done. So, but I saw a little bit, and I know my wife very very well. So I saw a little bit of worry in her eyes, of course, when we left, and she asked me how I was feeling, but sometimes some people just ask you that question because they want, you know.
Oh, I
Ask
wanted
them.
to ask.
You to ask them how they're feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I want to take this time right now to ask her. Now that we're in the waiting process and we're waiting on the results, and I know that's weighing on you some.
We're waiting on the
genetic testing results.
Yeah.
And I know that's weighing on you some. So I wanted to know, how are you feeling and how are you doing? How's the waiting process? And how did you feel right after your test? I know I saw on your face you were like, it was a bit of worry, a bit of hope. I saw a whole bunch of different things mixed in.
Mainly, they did take a lot of blood. However, after, I was just trying to make sure that I was gonna pass out. So I didn't know how I was feeling. When it came to the actual council test, I feel like that's something that should have been done when we started this whole process 7 years ago.
Council test, what's that?
That's the genetic test.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like, I felt like we were headed in the wrong direction when we started this 7 years ago, because they didn't do near as much as what they're doing now.
No, they're not. They didn't. And that worries me too, because the difference between now and then is that we're able to know what we want and go for it with everything we got. Back then it was question. We didn't really know what we needed to do. So with them telling us what things are, we went with what a lot of the doctors said. And this time we're able to say,
A doctor.
Yeah, a doctor said. This time we're able to really dictate, this has got to be right.
Yeah.
And I think that they understand that it has to be right this time.
Yes, they do all. Couple of things. I don't think we discussed it in the previous videos about the doctor's appointment. When the main thing that's on my mind is the fact that he said that I had endometriosis, when I did not know that that was a factor. Because according to a doctor, we won't say his name. He said that the endometriosis wasn't bad, so it wasn't a problem. But this doctor is saying something totally different. So we were doomed from the beginning. If the endometriosis is as bad as they're saying it is. And for those of you who don't know, it's like scarring of the lining of the uterus and all this other stuff. So it's kind of hard for a baby to actually stick. This is just me breaking it down for you. This is not a medical term. Like, I'm not giving you the medical definition.
Okay. But it's just, you guys get, I hope everyone gets what we're saying. I keep saying you guys, I gotta work on that. I'm into this. But I hope everyone gets what we're saying. Is that endometriosis, big factor. Didn't know it was that bad until the new doctor looked at the charts and said, yeah, this is a factor. So you go back to episode 2 and all that information's in there.
So he asked me how I'm feeling, and I'm in a state where I'm a firm believer of miracles and bountiful blessings from heaven, and I'm a very spiritual person who has a lot of faith, and this whole process is testing every ounce of my being. I want to have, I have hope, but then again, it's like, and I wasn't gonna get emotional. Like, the whole process is like I really want to birth and give him a child and give us a child. However, I am afraid of loss, and I have grieved so much this whole process, starting from the very beginning when I was having miscarriages and in secret and not telling anyone.
We will definitely dive
into
so
that
much deeper into that.
But I'm just gonna scratch the surface today, tonight, and I'm sleepy, as you can tell. And I'm afraid to. I'm just afraid of another loss. I don't know if I will recover from another loss, but it's just like I'm going with it, going with the flow, trying to hold on to faith, trying to keep hope alive and be strong at the same time. But in reality, like, I'm not as strong as I usually am. Like, I definitely need to be able to lean on my husband a lot more during this process, because everything is out in the open and I'm afraid. I am terrified to get pregnant and lose, or to go through this whole IVF process and lose because of the fact that it's not successful. So to me, that's still a loss, which is, I feel like, gonna break me down. And I don't know, but I'm here, still moving forward. It's a lot, y'all. It is a lot. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to put it in words, but sometimes I think about everything and I want to cry all over, and then sometimes I'm happy and I'm hopeful and like, oh Lord, like, what happens if we get pregnant before IVF, you know? Like, it's just so much. It's a lot. Mixed emotions.
Well, what I can say from a husband's perspective and from my perspective, it's just to support her, to know that she's having a lot of different things going on in her mind. And that's why I thought it was important for us to have this talk about things, because you can see things on your wife, and sometimes you're just afraid to talk about them. But for me, I ask and I see things, and sometimes you gotta know that those tears need to come on out, and that's why we have these talks, and that's why, you know, we have that relationship
that we have built
over time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the biggest part, is that, you know, I understand your worry. I understand that the loss is a possibility. But in the end, it's all in His glory. Yeah. And we'll work through it. We'll work through whatever comes along.
Yeah. I hope the marriage survives this whole process, because, I mean, it is heavy. When I say it's heavy, like, I love my husband. I know my boo loves me, okay? Mm-hmm. Mwah. You can't, I'm the water to his depths. However, it puts a lot of pressure on a marriage. Like, you be angry for no reason, and we ain't even started, like, the hormones, and oh my gosh, like, it's just the precursor pressure
running up out of here.
All I think about is, man, you know, we could have a 7-year-old by now, you know.
Yeah.
We late in the game. You know what I'm saying?
We are late in the game. We late in the game.
But we know everything works according to God's plan.
We're gonna have our little fun, and then, you know what? We might just kick the bucket, but it's all good.
I can't leave the kid here after.
They're gonna be well taken care of, though, I promise you. But the big thing is just, you know, for us anyway, making sure that we address those feelings and we address those things that come up, those thoughts.
Before they fasted.
Yeah, because I knew you had to get this out.
I know, but
You did good. I thought they was gonna come, man.
I looked up.
You looked up.
To the hills from which cometh my help. All my help coming from the Lord.
You
Just messing with y'all. Like, it's late. Like, he know when I get sleepy, I get silly. First of all, let me go back. Like, I know we've been serious and all teary-eyed and y'all been laughing and all that stuff, but he made me take off my 24 karat gold mask that I had on my face. Like,
that stuff had to go. She had little dots. She didn't use the whole face. She just
no, because I'm spotting. This is, y'all see these spots? This is stress spots. But I'm not stressing in a bad way. It's just like, man, we've been putting in some work. And we ain't even started, like, we only a week into the whole, what is it, about a week? A week into the process.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We just starting, y'all. Like,
2 weeks. But y'all come on with us though, okay?
we
And
take y'all through everything.
It's gonna get raw. It might get ugly.
Oh, we got
It's
this.
gonna get raw.
Y'all missed that
Over
one.
time. Over time. You will see.
I'm an angel,
But anyway, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed. I hope we gave you some insight.
If y'all got any questions, comments, suggestions, drop them down low.
What?
Drop them down low. Drop them down in the
Yeah, comments.
yeah
Put them in the comments.
down
guys.
there. We haven't figured that part out, but we'll get there.
We gotta figure out the terminology for you know, comments and all that. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe,
So
like,
you can
share.
catch all of the different things. Subscribe, like, share. Subscribe, like, share. Yeah, do that.
We're new to this. We don't know.
We're gonna work it out though. Thank you for your time.
Good
Thank you for
night.
sticking with us. Good night.
You the peace.
You gotta let it happen naturally. You keep
Okay.
asking for
How
it.
you gonna say?
Nah,
How you
too
gonna
late.
do?
Too
No,
late.
no. Baby, don't go.